So how do you disrupt a market like that?
So the accounting market is obviously segmented by country, right? Because each country has their own tax, laws, and here in the United States, you even have some nuance between each states. New York is different than Florida.
Right.
So when you set out to create a platform, you have to think about it from like an agnostic standpoint. You got to think, if this thing's going to scale, well, when I go to market, I don't know if my majority of my customers are going to be coming from California or New York, right? When you put something in the app store, where the download is going to happen. You could control obviously international, but from a thesis of, hey, I need to create something that could serve all these diverse needs, right? As it relates to, let's say, taxes. Well, you have to architect the platform with that in mind. So, um, you know, that's where you start. You kind of reverse engineer it. You kind of start from the standpoint of the client and try to imagine their experience. And in this case, we're solving a tax problem for them. They are going to be sitting in a variety of different states, as I mentioned, with these different problems, right? And you try to go through the life cycle of a client, and as best as you can map out, the different features needed to solve their pain points, right? And obviously, when you're starting a company early on, you don't have unlimited resources. It's not like we're JP Morgan. So limited resources, bootstrapped, and if you don't get it done, you burn out and it fails, right? So you have to really hone in on where your effort is spent. You have to be, kind of, let's say, conservative with your capital. You got to be efficient with it, and and then you have to make sure that the things that you do spend it on, you get ROI. You get a return on your investment.